Isn't that a shame? Oh my God. So I'm doing YouTube, TikTok. If you don't know, I'm doing YouTube and I'm doing TikTok. So, and it's a shame. I wish I had my girls here because my girls was here. They had me going at a decent flow. Again, I don't do lives by myself often because of the fear. And one of the things I said that I was going to do for myself is make sure that I go live at least once a day for 30 days straight for 20 to 30 minutes. Well, 15 to 30 minutes, depends on how the conversation goes and interaction. But to do it, to get myself used to the feeling of going live and also trying to teach at the same time. I can write a book, but I can't go live. I know, right? It's nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. But all right. So again, my name is Alice. I am an entrepreneur. I'm also I work. I have a 9 to 5 job. I'm a banker, and I do loans and mortgages and HELOCs and loans, all kind of things. Right. But my passion is my business. If you can go to my website, which is www.piecesofalice.com. You see, I do podcasting, and I don't talk like this in podcasting. For some reason, I'm much smoother. Podcasting, blogs. I have an online store in there, and I also sell my books. Okay, and great merchandise, inspirational merchandise, because I am one who believe that I can rise by helping others rise and make them successful. Even if they're more successful than me, myself, I want to see you succeed. So, and this is why I do what I do. So, we're going to get right into our 90-day plan. So, I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh my God, it is July 1st. We are in the last 6 months, right, of the year. The first 6 months has went by so fast, so quick. Right? At least to me it did. And all the things that I said I was going to do at the beginning of the year, I didn't do. So now I've made a decision that today is the day and I'm actually going to do it. Someone once told me, they said, if you don't start doing something, you're going to make the mistakes. It's going to be uncomfortable, but you got to do it. You got to keep doing it, and keep doing it until you become comfortable. And that's my problem. I don't want to do it because I feel uncomfortable. Like now, I feel uncomfortable. I feel like the whole world is like watching me. They're like, oh, look at that girl, look at that woman. But you have to do it, and I had to do it. So this morning, the first thing I did, I went back to doing meditation, right? And I love meditation. I do my meditation. I did it with Deepak and Oprah. One of my favorite ones. When I was doing meditations at first, that's how I started some years ago during COVID. And I bought this program from them, the Energy. And it was really life changing. And I'm telling you, if you do it for 21 days, because I believe it's 21 sessions that they have on YouTube. You can actually go on YouTube and find it. If you do it for 21 days, you will definitely start to see a change in your life. And I had a change in my life and I stopped, but now I'm going to go back to it because what happens is I kicked the camera. Things get in a way and I'm doing other things. So I stopped doing it. But now I went back to it today because I said July 1st is the day that I'm going to write in my journal, right? You should always have a journal. I have a journal. I have a journal that you can actually get if you don't have one. This is your best self, right? And it's just a bunch of blank pages and you can get this off of Amazon. However, I got my journal. Well, I did my meditation. I got up this morning and I did my meditation. Right. And I was so proud of myself. 20 minutes, I did it. And it's amazing. We say we can never find time to do anything. At 20 minutes, if you compare 20 minutes to 24 hours, you have to find 20 minutes sometimes in a day. For me to do this live for 30 minutes, 15, 30 minutes, out of a 24-hour period, I can find a time. If I want to succeed in my business. Now, and you probably wonder, what's going on, Alice? I'm not selling books, right? And I've written a lot of books, right? And I'm not selling them. Why? Because the thing now with social media and actually promoting yourself, if you don't want to pay for advertising, is to get on social media and promote yourself. So, and that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to promote myself. So, one of the, and we're going to get into the conversation of 90 days, right? Because I'm going to have to edit this up because I'm just rattling about right now. But, we're going to get into it. So, but again, if you have goals, meditation, Deepak and Oprah, I really recommend it. They have a whole bunch of them on there. Go pick one of them and do one of them in the morning before you get your day started. You're going to see a change if you just get it going. Okay. And then I wrote in my journal, right? With personal things in there. I have my vision board. I go up and I read my vision board. And my vision board is right next to my door, right? So we're going to say this is my door. And as I'm going out, the vision board is there. So I make sure I look at it and I say affirmations as I go out the door. I have affirmations throughout my apartment here to help me get going. I have it at my door. Have a great day. I have it at you are terrific. You are, on my mirror, I have you are beautiful. Okay. So those are affirmations for myself. So you find what works for you. This what works for me right now. And I know I have to do my due diligence if I want to succeed, and I got to stop being scared. Again, I can do a podcast with a guest with no problem, but for me to sit here and do it, I stumble, I turn, it's all kind of things. But what we're going to be talking about tonight is the 90-day plan, and we can all work on it together. Okay. If you are like me and if you need self-love, and I did need self-love, and if you come back once a week and I'll tell you more and more about me, I have no problem to telling about my life and everything that I have been through. But this is the book I wrote called It's Okay to Love Yourself. You can get this off of Amazon. And here is, they have questions in here that help you improve your mind, thought, and mindset for yourself. The mindset, the whole mindset. The Path to Greatness is a 90-day journey of transformation. Okay, now this book that I wrote is really, really good for personal and business. Now, you can get this on Amazon. It costs a little bit more because, of course, we have to pay for the printing of it. But if you go to my website, you can get it for $10, which is piecesofalice.com. Okay, if you sign up for my newsletter while you're there, you will actually get a not a free one, but I will pick a winner. I used to give away a prize at the end of the month. So at the end of July, I do a random name and I send out whatever it is. This one here is Making the Boss Move. So there's this one that's on there as well if you would like to download that. Again, you can go to Amazon and get these books, or you can go to my website, which is piecesofalice.com, and go to the online store, Just My Boutique, and you'll be able to download it there. Okay, so let's go straight into, get the glasses, into a 90-day plan. And what do we need to do for a 90-day plan, right? So when you're setting goals for the next 6 months, and really we're going to set goals for the next 3 months, which is 90 days, all right? And when you set your goals, you want to be intent with them, okay? If you know what I mean. You want to know what it is that you want to do. So it's very important. I carry with me a book everywhere I go, right? Because I'm intending what I want to do in my life, right? So I write in my journal, right? So this is a new one because I started, but I write notes and everything. So get yourself a journal, right? To start your planning. What is it that you want? Because sometimes you'll forget, you'll get ideas and be like, oh my God, I forgot. What did I think about? Well, that's me, but I'm also old. So I'm 58. So my memory is not as it was at 28, right? But get yourself a journal and start writing down your ideas. Start writing down your goals. What is it that you want to do? When do you want to complete it? Again, long-term goals are great to have, okay? Very great to have. But you want to start off with short-term goals, because if you can make the short-term goals, you're going to get to those long-term goals. And what I see is when people do that, and as I see when I do a lot of reading, so I hear a lot of millionaires that they do these short-term goals, and then they go into their long-term goals. But as they doing them, as I'm reading, I see that they do the short-term goals, but they are also planning the long term, how they're going to live their life, how they're going to have money for their children and for their wife, okay, not wives, but wife, and other things that they want to do, how they're going to retire, how they're going to travel, when they're going to stop working, so you have to get your book. My book says wake up and work hard. Okay, so this is wake up and work hard, and that's what we all have to do. So you want to make sure you set the goals for 6 months. All right, you want to maximize your efforts, your productivity, and you want to achieve meaningful milestones as you do this. And you want to reward yourself as you go through these milestones. I'm telling you that it's totally okay to reward yourself. Give yourself a reward, okay? As you make each milestone at the end of the 30 days, even let's say you decided to lose 5 pounds at the end of the first 30 days of your 90-day challenge, and you did it. You may even went over the 5 pounds. Then guess what? You can treat yourself, but you don't want to go over. Don't overdo it, just because certain things have certain limits to it. So if you're doing weight loss, you don't want to go have a big old cake and just eat a whole cake. And that's me, because I was sitting eat the whole effing cake. Period. Just eat, and then I'm fat again. So, oh, not fat, but I'm fluffy. I'm fluffy again. Okay, and I just started losing weight. I just lost 28 pounds, and I'm sticking on that goal. I've been doing pretty good, as I might say. I lost 28 pounds, so I'm doing pretty good with that goal. All right, and I'm telling you, I'm telling you, just get your goals, get your milestones, and define the time frame. That's what you have to do when you're doing a 90-day goal challenge. Okay, you have to. You can actually grab this book, right? Again, you can get the book on Amazon, or you can get the book. You can download the book on my website for $10. It's just $10 to get it there. When you're doing a 90-day book, right? You want to approach advocating for short intensive periods, and I'm reading notes to achieve significant progress. Okay, the methodology is based on creating clear objectives. I think I mentioned that earlier. Clear objectives, breaking them down into manageable tasks. Don't overdo it. Okay, where you can't make it, but also don't make it so easy that it's just easy for you to do, and you can do it. Okay, and it's discipline, meaning that you're going to be consistent with it. You're going to stick with it. All right, and the structured goal setting practices. Okay. Let me see what else. Tracking. You want to track what you're doing. You want to track your goals. You want to track your progress. All right. Because if you don't, who else will? So and that's where the journal comes in at, because you want to make sure that you track what you're doing and how well are you doing. So when you go back and look, I can go back and look at some of the books that I have and the journals I wrote. I'm like, oh my God, I did that. And I made it, and I'll be thinking that I haven't did anything, but I have did some things. Okay. So, and some people, I had someone ask me, what is the benefit? What is the benefit? The benefit of having a 90-day goal is to heighten your focus, all right? Increase your accountability to you. Okay. Everything we're talking about for yourself, be it a new career, entrepreneurship, be it a personal goal that you just have. You want to get a house. You want to buy a car. You want to start your business. You want to get promoted at your job. These take goals, and you got to know where and how. You need to know how to get those goals, right? So your path to greatness is going to be determined on how you fix yourself and focus yourself and increase your accountability and accelerate your progress as you go along. Okay. 90-day goals. I know 90 days may seem a long time. It may seem lengthy, but it's not really. All right. Because you can set a 2-year goal. You can set a 3-year goal. But again, when you start with short-term goals helps you achieve the long-term goals in the future. where you want to see what you're doing. Okay. I set a goal for myself again to do a live every day for 30 days. And again, and I still need to do my show, my podcast, which is Jam with Alice. And if you go on YouTube, I can do an interview, but for me to sit here by myself, I have no one else to talk to. I'm talking to you guys, but you know, it's for some reason it makes me nervous. It makes me stutter. It makes me say huh and it's just too much. But my goal for the next 90 days is to do this every day. Now I'm starting short. For the next 30 days, I will be doing this for 15, 30 minutes. Now I may get longer, and I will get longer because that's the whole point of it, right? So I've already started one thing. All right. And then what did I talk about? Meditation. I got up this morning and I did my meditation. Again, I did it with Oprah and Deepak. And I love it. I love them. I love them. If you do the one that I do, it's called Energy. I love it. 20 minutes out your morning. The first thing you do before you get out to bed, I turn on the TV, turn it to YouTube, turn it on, set up in my bed, make sure everything's quiet, and go ahead with my meditation. Okay. And it was wonderful. And I felt good afterwards. And I'm going to do it again before I go to bed. The same one that I did from this morning. I'm going to turn it back on before I go to bed. That will be the last thing I hear. Because I understand, and this is, you know what? I find this to be true. When you're getting ready to go to bed and you have so much going on and you have so much in your head, your dreams, or you don't sleep well, you end up not sleeping well. And that's me. I don't sleep well. And my dreams are like totally crazy. I had a dream off topic about this big old cookie, and it was a chocolate chip cookie in the sky, and I'm looking and it's rolling down, right? Rolling down to my girlfriend's house. I knew it was her house, but I wasn't at her house. Next part in my dream, we were at a friend's house who just got an apartment, and he has a house. He just really bought a house. We know this for a fact. But in my dream, he had an apartment, so we go over there. And he tells me, he said, Alice, Melissa just won $1 million. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh my God, she didn't tell me. So she comes through the door just as I'm saying that. This is in my dream now. She comes through the door just as I'm saying this. And she's like, Alice, I got something to tell you. I'm like, yeah, Fred told me that you won $1 million. And she's like, oh, Fred, you talk too much. And then I wake up from the dream. So I don't know what that means, but I told her whatever she needs to do, you need to go play the lottery or something, because I saw the big old cookies. So I guess that's a big old cookie dough money. So it was hitting to your house, and I think it went to your house because I just assume it was. And then Fred tells me that you won all this money. So you need to play the lottery. Crazy dreams, right? But as I was saying, I go back to the conversation of 90 days meditation. Get your meditation in. And make sure that you're consistent with the whole process, right? As for myself, I am going to be consistent because, again, it takes me, and I'm going to get better at this. I need to write more notes so I can stay on track, and I will. I spoke to this one coach, and she said the best way to start is to start. And I didn't understand it at the time, and then she said, Alice, the best way to start is to start. If you're always going to say every day, I'm going to start, and you don't do anything, nothing is ever going to happen. But if you start, it may be wrong, it may be funny, it may be horrible, but you started. The next day, it may be wrong, it may be horrible, it may be funny, but you started. But you know what you did the day before, so you tweaked it. Not every day you're doing the same thing, and by the time you hit the end of the 30 days, Alice, you'll be okay. And that's what I'm hoping. And that's what I'm hoping for all of us. So I want you to join me in this 90-day plan. Okay? Please join me. Let's do this together. If you like me and you procrastinate, you like at the beginning of the year, I'm going to be doing all of this stuff. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I lost 28 pounds. But I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I'm going to start my business. I'm going to get that promotion. You have all these plans and good dreams for yourself, and then we just don't follow through. You have to follow through. Start with a 90-day plan. Okay? Start with a 90-day plan. If you start with a 90-day plan that leads into your long-term goals, we always see success. Okay. And I want you to be with me because I'm starting today, which I did. Again, I started this with my meditation. I started with my journaling, but this is not the book I did the journaling. I have another book that's by my nightstand that I do. And we can all succeed together and we can do this together. So my goal is to come here and do every night. Well, I do almost one every. I have to do one. I have to do a podcast with the ladies tomorrow, and I'll be fine tomorrow. So you won't even see none of this tomorrow. And that's on Radiant Reflections. We're usually here at 9:00, so you can join us from 9 to 9:30. And then on Wednesday, I do a health show. We do a health talk with Dr. Zini, and that's at 8:00, from 8 to 8:30. And then when I'm on that show, I'm fine. I am totally fine. But when I'm by myself, I feel lost, right? I feel lost. And that's just me. And I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to get better at doing this. All right. If you see my page, I do all kinds of things. I don't know why I can't do this, but that's okay. But we're all going to do this together. So join me. If you are looking to do a 90-day challenge for yourself, this is the 90-day challenge, because you have a person who can grow with you, because I'm doing it right along with you. You don't have to do it by yourself. We're going to do it together. Okay. Do it together. So that is my time. My little calendar here say I did 21 minutes. All right. So I said I promised myself 15 to 30 minutes, and I did 21. All right. So I'll be back tomorrow. And if you want to join me, please go and sign up on my website at www.piecesofalice.com, or you can just follow me here on TikTok or subscribe on my YouTube channel, Pieces of Alice, and I will be happy to have you join me. If you have questions, you have concerns, please give me a inbox, and I would definitely answer the question. If you have suggestions for me, I would take that too. I would love it. I would. And please remember, if you sign up for a newsletter, you'll be entered into my contest that I give away prizes every month. I usually give away some good prizes. This month I'm giving away, let me get it for you. This month I'm giving away a speaker with a subwoofer. How's that? Okay. This is what I'll be giving away at the end of the month. All right. And I love to give away things. Love to give away things. So, but you do have to sign up for it. You have to subscribe to my channels. All right. TikTok, YouTube. Leave me a message and say, hey, Alice, you need to try this, and it'll make you feel more comfortable. Try this, and we'll do it together. And then I can tell you some things as well. All right. Once again, let's do the book, Path to Greatness. All right, written by me, and it has some great things in here for you. You can embark on a transformative journey towards realizing your full potential in the path to greatness. Okay, well, it's actually Rise to Greatness. And the funny story is, I had Rise to Greatness, and then as I uploaded it to to Amazon, I forgot to change the name from Rise to Path. So when you upload to KDP, they will not allow you to change the name of the book. So I had to go back, but you could change your manuscript. Okay, so I had to go back, and for the cover and inside the book, I had to go and change the name to Rise instead of Path, because I messed up. That was on me. So, but on Amazon, it's Rise to Greatness. If you go to my website and go to the Just My Boutique, is Rise to Greatness as well. So I will see you tomorrow, and the conversation shall be better. Okay? All right. So I'm Alice. Find your fire. Be true to who you are, and whatever you do, inspire along the way. All right? That's how we're all going to succeed together. Peace out, love. I'm Alice. Bye-bye. All right. 137. Okay.